Welcome back to News Across Nigeria, where we keep you updated on what's happening across the 36 states of the Nigerian Federation, such as in Ondo State, where we were just telling you that the 6 buildings that were damaged was as a result of an explosion and they were residential. But before we continue, we'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to urge you to please interact with the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, tap the app on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. In the South-South region, no fewer than 6 residential buildings have been damaged as a result of an explosion at Zomi Street near the Upper Sakwomba area of Benin City, the Ondo State capital. There is no loss of life during the incident, which occurred at about Tuesday afternoon, 41 Zomi Street, and affected other buildings at the adjacent streets. Some occupants of the buildings involved in the blast sustained minor injuries, however. Confirming the incident to Channels Television, the Ondo State Police Public Relations Officer Stanley Osifo said the occupants of the building where a device went off have been taken into questioning. Some residents recount their experiences from the blast.
Zomi Street, a road in Upper Sakwomba area of Benin City, the Ondo State capital, that is fast gaining fame following the explosion that rocked house number 41 on Tuesday. The blast left 6 houses destroyed.
I just sleep. Once it don't make me, I say, yo, I don't die, I don't die, I don't die. Now first, now take carry this will come. Now me run come out. For here, all my body they pay me now. But later now, may I come out, people don't fool. I don't know what they happen. I'm not fit talker.
One of the occupants of the building, Chinedu Elwe, claims responsibility for the fire that may have led to the blast.
I told my landlord that there's one toilet, the toilet just faces my house. I said I'm going to pack some waste paper, so I'm going to burn it. Then the man said I should go and burn it. Then I gathered there's today now, by 2, I gathered the paper. So when I gathered the paper, I just keep the paper one particular plate outside there. So I just put fire on the paper. The paper was burning. Then I saw an ice cream and I said, let me go and buy ice cream. So before as I was just going outside, the thing now just exploded.
John Bulomoriyi, one of the landlords on the street, tries to exonerate Chinedu from any act of terrorism, describing the building as one which had gained notoriety in the past.
About 2 years back, there were some kidnappers. They told me when the policemen, when they came, they said there's a kidnapper. I didn't know. So they catch one of the people, one of the boys at that time. So they carry me away. So this house has been there ever since. So nobody entered the house. Until when the owner of the house, the wife came, put a flat to rent. And all these people could see and say, they want to rent that place. Then that's how the people came. They pay to the owner. I'm not the one to tell the owner of the house say who you go put or who you not go put.
The Ondo State Police Command declines commenting at this stage. It prefers instead to await the outcome of a full investigation. Chinedu Elwe, who operates this drugstore along Azegwe Street, was still in the custody of the police over the incident at the time of this report.
Thank goodness no life was lost in that incident. To the southeast now, in a new twist regarding the Supreme Court judgment of January the 29th that upheld the People's Democratic Party leadership in Anambra State, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to either declare vacant the assembly seats of the affected PDP candidates and conduct a fresh election, or return APGA candidates who came in second. During a press briefing in Awka, Anambra State capital, Mr. Obi Okoye cited Section 140 and 141 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended, that though the Supreme Court gave victory to the Ogubego-led executive of Anambra PDP, the candidates in his line did not have the opportunity to contest the election and hence did not participate at every stage of the election.
It is our position in ABGA that PDP did not present any lawful candidates in the last National Assembly and State Assembly election. Secondly, that the returns made by INEC in favor of the PDP were unlawful, and therefore the certificate of returns ought to be immediately withdrawn by INEC. ABGA therefore urges INEC that in view of the fact that PDP did not present candidates in the said election, either one, to declare the seats vacant and conduct fresh elections into those seats in line with the provisions of Section 141 of the Electoral Act, or in the alternative, to return the ABGA candidates who came second in that election as duly elected on the grounds that PDP did not present any candidate in the election.
From politics in Anambra State to Ondo State in the southwest, Governor Olusegun Mimiko has called on the people of the state to look forward to the future with hope, notwithstanding the current economic challenges. He made the call in a broadcast to the people in commemoration of 40 years of the creation of Ondo State. He also expressed delight at the success of his administration, embarking on various projects that have brought the state to limelight.
We have succeeded in making Ondo State an unfolding destination of choice for entertainment and medical tourism. We have in place programs and instituted policies that the future generation will applaud, and we have laid an irreversible path to progress in Ondo State. With all sense of humility, we are witnesses to the fact that we have recorded a lot of changes since 40 years ago, and that together we have posted great accomplishments. Therefore, as we regard the past with nostalgia and a sense of accomplishment, we must look forward to the future and the challenges it brings with hope, enthusiasm, and the expectation that the future will be brighter and more fulfilling. Notwithstanding the current challenges confronting our country, such as falling oil price, high unemployment rate, infrastructure deficit, we must never give in to despondency or fault-finding. Instead, we must reinvent our resilience, industry, innovativeness, and ingenuity in order to overcome the prevailing challenges and build a richer and better future.
Olusegun Mimiko, Governor, Ondo State. In Edo State, the governor there, Comrade Adams Oshomole, says the state's 200-bed central hospital will be better equipped than many hospitals in Europe and Asia. The governor, who went on an assessment of the work on the hospital, noted that the structure is near completion. He said while he's achieved his dream of building an architectural edifice, the next challenge is how to ensure quality care at the hospital.
This is Central Hospital, Benin City, built in 1904. Successive governments had added some buildings, but the Oshomole administration decided on a brand new complex. Following an accident in 2012 where a section of the building collapsed, killing the site engineer, work on the building was suspended, but later resumed in 2014. Over a year later, the hospital is near completion, while the accident and emergency wards are already complete.
If you are in the 21st century, begin to think as if you are in the 22nd century, because the world has changed and it will keep changing, and the pace of change will keep accelerating. And so, I believe 100 years from now, this hospital will not look antique.
For the governor, the next issue is how to ensure that quality service is rendered in the hospital.
Once the hospital is open, we must re-engage the doctors on the rules of engagement. We won't invest in this kind of facility and a doctor comes to clock in 1 hour and goes back to do his private practice and then collect a check for 1 month at the end of the day. I think, in terms of my own initial thinking, subject to what expert we far and it's doable, that we can even work out devices that will allow even doctors to do private practice within the hospital. It's possible. Instead of going to your mushroom hospital where you have no facilities, where you just basically do cut and nail medicine. You want to work on a Sunday, come and work and you get paid for it.
The government says the facilities and equipment for the hospital have been ordered and is expected in the next 2 or 3 months, after which the hospital will be commissioned.
You're watching News Across Nigeria. Coming up, traditional rulers in Imo State protest the kidnap of one of their colleagues, a traditional ruler as well, and they also give an ultimatum. Stay with us.